Hi guys, it's been a minute, right? Some things happened yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was like 3 days ago. I was in the kitchen and I was washing the dishes, and my mom walks in and she goes, "Te miras bien nalgona." I started laughing and I was like, yeah, and I started getting into all the scientific reasons why my butt looks big. Well, I've been working out. I've been building these legs. And she was like, wow, so even when you're working out your legs, your butt's growing? I was like, yeah, certain exercises for your legs target the glutes. And I was like, and you got to build all the muscles simultaneously, because I used to be quad dominant for like a long time, some years ago, because my goal at the time was to build my legs, but I was neglecting my glutes. So then my glutes were super weak and my quads were super strong. So I digress. Hi, I missed you. I was taking care of my mom. She got sick, really sick. So I've been taking care of her for the last few months, and I didn't have time to focus on my videos, and I kind of got like uninspired with making them, because I feel like the process of the grind can be not glamorous, right? So I really honed in on my goals. I stopped partying so much, and that's what I'm doing now. Just focused on growing these legs, and they're growing. You want to see? Well, actually, my butt's growing more than my legs, but whatever. It's genetics, am I right? Oh, my kitty. Novi, say hi. Say hi, baby. And I'm currently 6 weeks. Actually, this is going to be the 7th week. Wow. I'm 7 weeks into this term. I'm taking a substance abuse course, and I'm taking a developmental couple and family development course. So it takes you through the lifespan. I've already taken like 5,000 classes, but I feel like the higher up in education you go, the more in depth they go, and they touch on things that other courses haven't really touched on. So I feel like no matter what, you're still picking up on some new information. But the substance abuse one, that one can be a little bit triggering sometimes, just because I grew up with addicts my whole life. And so it allows me to see into their world in a more objective way versus a subjective way, because I was directly affected by these people. And it just gives me a different perspective, because I'm removing myself from the variable and just seeing it through their perspective and like their struggles and the scientific reasons behind why people become addicts and things like that. I am also in the book of Genesis. I did read a few other books while I've been away, like Esther, Ruth, what else? Ezekiel. I don't know if we read that one together. Jeremiah. Oh no, that's the one I've been wanting to read. Isaiah. I think we finished that one together. I started reading Leviticus and then I stopped so that I could start in Genesis. As for the gym, I've been advancing so quickly because of muscle memory. I feel like I'm stronger than I actually am, but my strength is building rapidly. So I feel like I could leg press 300 pounds, but realistically at this point in time, not yet, because I'm still building my legs. So I'm definitely not there yet, nor am I pushing to, I mean, I am pushing to get there, but I'm not. I'm taking my time, kind of, not really. We are now at my safety headquarters. I got my shoes on. They're completely flat. Normally when I did legs, I would use Vans. I'm such a Vans girl. I gave them up recently. I miss them, so I might go back. But I got these shoes because they're completely flat. Because even with Vans, there's still some padding in there. And so I noticed with these, it's so much easier to target my glutes, which is very important for me because I don't want to have weak glutes anymore. That's the truth. I'm going to get my sweater and we are going to head to El Gimnasio. Also, guys, I was at TJ Maxx getting Mother's Day gifts for the women in my life who are mothers. And I found this perfume. It's called Element Edition. Can't Say I Do Without You. It's a hair and body mist. And it smelled so good. I was like, I have to get it. I just ate some. I didn't mean to do that. So yeah, it smells so good. And then, what was the other thing I was going to tell you? Oh yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be vlogging every day. I don't know if I have time and energy to be doing that currently because my mom is still not 100% better. I'm going to confess that she is because I want her to be 100% healed, but I'm focused on that, so I'm not sure if I'm ready to be back to vlogging every day. And then this week I have to go to an AA meeting, not by my accord, but it's mandatory for my substance abuse course, which is interesting because I'm not an alcoholic, so I'm gonna have to be around people that are being vulnerable enough to share their addiction story, and I'm gonna just be there observing. Yeah, so I have to go to Al-Anon as well, and then there is a third one we can choose, and I chose mine, but I don't want to share what it is. So that's what I'm doing this week. I'm gonna have to write a paper on that experience, or those experiences rather, because it's multiple experiences. So I'm probably gonna be doing that all day tomorrow and Wednesday because I have class on Thursday. This term I did it where both my classes are on the same day, and I love it so much better like that. So I'm gonna try and do that every term from here on out. Okay, let's go. This is for all the people that are in love with my son as much as I am. Oh, my baby, why do you gotta be so perfect? Love you, sassy boy. I give him love chokes, and he just takes it. I also have to clean his eyes. Oh, I love you. I don't choke him hard. Trust me, if I did, he would fight me. Oh, I love you. He doesn't like to be touched on his body too much. Watch. Also, this is disappearing right before my eyes. Oh, look at his vampire teeth. Do you see that sassy little boop of his? That's when you know he's mad. How pretty is that view? Not as pretty as this one. Okay, I'm just kidding. So I used to be really sassy. I mean, I still kind of am. But I used to be even more. And after the whole surgery thing, emergency surgery, was not by choice. I feel like it humbled me. So now I'm like checking in with God, like, God, is this too much? I was gonna say something relevant. Something about my sass. Oh yeah, okay, so the Bible talks to us about being humble, right? And in due timing, God will exalt you. Well, my thing, I was exalting myself a little too much, having fun with it. I was just really proud of myself, right? I reached a lot of milestones in my life and achieved things that I was told my whole life I would never, and not by everyone, right? Like, I had people that tell me now, like, I always believed in you, and I'm like, side eye. And it's not that I doubt that they believed in me, it's just they were going through their own things and they couldn't really express their belief in me, which the things that I do are not for other people's validation for me. It's for God. It's to glorify God. That's it. Like, if it wasn't for God, who knows what the heck I'd be doing. But I do what I do because I have the desire in my heart, first and foremost. I don't think anybody would sustainably do things and thrive in doing them if they weren't, like, if they didn't have a desire for it at all. I believe desire is a powerful tool, and I mean, scripturally, the Bible says that delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. So that's exactly what I do. I just delight myself in him, and the things that he keeps pressing on my heart, I assume that those are the things that are going to make me fulfilled, and so far they have. And yeah, so the things that we do should never be for the praise and validation of man, because that is fleeting, and one moment somebody can adore you and the next moment they hate you because you smiled the wrong way. Yeah, so just keep that in mind, dude. Totally don't even care about what the people say, because Jesus says, if the world hates you, don't worry, they hated me first. But don't fret, because I've overcome the world. Woo! Praise Jesus. That's the homie. Love God. He's my little bestie. And I have cat hairs all over my leggings. And I put a lint roller in here for days like these, but I don't see it. What am I gonna do? Oh my goodness. There it is. Found it. Don't worry, guys. Just rolling myself. So I've noticed that the longer you're in relationship with God, right? Just like any relationship, it evolves. And certain areas of yourself are strengthened. And because God is so good and so loving, he develops you in such a pleasing way, right? So I notice the more that I grow closer to him, the less I can handle listening to music that doesn't glorify him, or like speaks ill of the world or of people. Or, you know, I went through a phase in like my early 20s where I was like super into rap music, and I let one door open and that led to another door opening and led to another door opening, and I feel like I was able to handle listening to music that was really not good for my soul. And there's so many songs that I've removed from my Spotify like songs because my soul just can't handle listening to music like that. And so last year, at the end of last year, I was in the 4% listeners of Taylor Swift's music, and I was like, wow, that's really embarrassing. But like, she has some really good songs, but I noticed that her newest album that just came out, it's like, I was reading some of the lyrics. I read a lot of the lyrics. I went through a lot of the songs just trying to understand her psychology and making them and stuff, and I just was so disconnected from her music. Like, I just didn't feel that connection that I used to feel to her music. And I just kept thinking, like, I feel so bad for her because she feels like really sad, and not anymore, right? Like, she's in a new relationship now, so I pray that she's happy and fulfilled, and you know, God is with her. But like, some of the lyrics in her newest album were really sad, and it just made me feel really bad for her, and I just can't relate to that experience. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay. We're almost at the gym. No, we're not. We have like 15 minutes to go, so I'm gonna jam to some music. Bye.